What's up everybody, Murtagia back with a new video. Today video we will cover Balanced Druid in our series of Uldir mini guides. But before starting, I want to make a small announcement because I heard this Friday after finishing work that a long friend of mine here in Warcraft has passed away. I knew him since Cataclysm, and after I decided to migrate from the Italian servers because I did not like the Italian community, we did miss a bit on track. So what I want to say to you guys is that if you maybe decide to change completely your server, change another community where to play with, don't forget to keep your contacts with your friends that you made in the past, because they help you to arrive where you are now. And maybe when you want to talk with them another time, then it's too late. So do not follow my errors. It's just a tip that I give to you, because you do not know. If you see someone offline but and you think that everything is going well for him, but then you receive this news. Okay then, let's get back on track. As usual standard, we will cover talents, other traits, then trinkets, and then I will cover a bit our opening rotation and how to manage your cooldowns. So we will start giving a look at heroic locks, then for mythic to give a look at the most common build. So of course for single target fights like Talot, Fetid, the best option choice is Force of Nature, Wild Charge, Restoration Affinity, Typhoon, Incarnation, Twin Moons, and Shooting Stars. I have to say that of course this PTR, so it's not pretty much confirmed, is that Blizzard is going to cut in half the bonus damage of Twin Moons from 20 only to 10%. But of course we will have to see if it's viral or not. While for some other fights like Zekvos or Vzul, instead of Shooting Stars, we have the presence of Fury of Elune, which is very great for generating astral power. This helps you to cast even more Starfall, and it's really OP as AoE damage Fury of Elune. While for Mythic, nothing has pretty much changed. Standard build, so it's the same as we see on Heroic, and even for Zekvos we have some changes. We have, for example, Warrior of Elune instead of Force of Nature. The reasons why is that you need to be having more astral power from your Lunar Strikes helps you to maintain your Starfall up. And I wanted also even we see a much more presence of a Warrior of Elune on Gahun, Mithrak, Zulreborn, and so basically the only fight where I see the use of Force of Nature is Talok, Fetid Devour, and Vectis on Mythic. Then we have other traits. Of course, for Uldir you need to have or an Archive of the Titans or a Laser Matrix in order to apply Regeneration Array. Then on the best three, of course, are Dagger in the Back, Battlefield for Precision or Focus in Fear Earth, and Striking Stars. So my suggestion is that even if Dagger in the Back is really a bit far beyond, a bit far after the last two, I do not suggest you to hunt for it, especially if you're raw, because the resources that you have to acquire this trait are even more limited. So I suggest that you go for traits that have striking stars. They are more easier to acquire. There are some present in Uldir, and this makes it more reliable. This is fun to say in expansion when it's based by RNG with loot. But yeah, and also the striking stars is more funnier because it's changed your rotation while you are under incarnation. Then we have Chapter of Jazerod, Blightborn Infusion, Resign Fury, Afflicted Transfusion, and Swirling Sand. Other decent, other 5. So this is not bad. Then the chart keeps going down where we see especially the class specific one being very low, with even Power of the Moon and Luna Sharper be the lowest of the charts, even under the middle ring ones as DPS gain. So now let's give a look at trinkets. So for single target boss, your best choices will be the Vessel of Skittering Shadows for Mataldazar, the Root Cluster Voodoo Doll from the Underroot. Then we have also the Doom Shrouds, which is really good, but as being a War Quest drop, it's really hard. Then a really solid choice, and maybe you will have acquired one, is the Zurzot Singer Plume. Item level 355 is on par with the 370 version of the earlier 3. And then we have some others that comes from War Boss, like so War Quest, sorry, the Cash of Banana, the Daily Warehouse Music Box, the Chromes from, of course, for Workers Manor, and then we have the first, some other War Quest one. I have to say that looking at the logs, the Vigilant Blood Shaper is really used in many of the fights. Is very present as a trinket, and the reasons why it gives you intellect, which are our main stats, and also his damage gain is pretty much okay. 370 version of it is on par with many others, item level 355, or even on par with, for example, a Vessel Skittering Shadow, item level 370, or same with the Cluster Doll. So my suggestion is that get your hands on one of it. It's really easy to pug. Even Mythic Tarlock nowadays, we might even manage to kill it with 17-16 people on raid nights. So guys, go hunt for him because he's a solid trinket, and looking at logs, it has a lot of presence on it. Then instead, for raid boss with that, of course the best choices would be the Azuratos Sigil Plumage, which is the best at any kind of item level. At 355 it's even on par with other trinkets at mythic quality gear, because the Asgain is really incredible. It will help you a lot to spam your Lunar Strike, and of course you would need to have Fury of the Loon. Then we have the Les Shock Grand Companion, the Dread Gladiator Badge, and the Twitching Tentacle of Xalzaix. I hope to have pronounced it right. This one comes from not from Zekvos, but from Mifrax, and a 340 version is on par with many others, with a Doom's 8 Red 355. So yeah, really solid choices. And then let's end the video with, of course, our opening rotation, which can be kinda a bit confusing, especially if you have stricken stars. So I start the counter this way: Solar Wrath, then of course on the same global cooldown I cast Moonfire, then I repeat with Sunfire. After that I start casting Solar Wrath until I reach 40 Astral Power. At that point you cast Incarnation, Force of Nature, and this wise Force of Nature is very present in some fights because those 20 Astral Power helps you to maintain, to swap between Star Surge Luna Strike and Solar Wrath due to the fact that how Striking Star works, so that you do not have to cast the same spell to repeat it 2 times, so in order to activate the damage proc. And then of course the trance gets bonus from the damage bonus of your incarnation, so your trance will do more damage. Of course, it's really a much different discussion in a mythic difficulty, because we see a bit more presence, Warrior of Elune instead of Force of Nature. But I do believe that maybe you will keep it from the situation where there is a need to have much more AE, so you will probably not use it in conjunction with Incarnation, because you will have to cast more Starfire, or this one depends from your what the fights will require. So guys, that's all for today. Hope you are having a wonderful day, and I hope to see you soon in the next video. Bye bye.